not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at us. Boy Big Vern getting it in on a special Sunday. So thank you all for rocking with us before you go to church and also before you tap the NFL. Great sports weekend. We covered Louisville. They fall to Kentucky and Lexington. The fans got their money worth. Then we spoke about UCLA and Arizona having a horrendous basketball outing. However, congratulations to the Bruins. They were able to get the W. And then also, if you're Arizona, where do you go? Where do you go to get a win? Because now in the Big 12, that conference is loaded. That conference is loaded with a lot of good basketball pedigree teams. Then it leads us to our current story. UConn. They beat up on Gonzaga. And first of all, if you had to stay awake late to watch this game, then pretty much you got to see a title fight. Nothing like a good title fight. Talk about that when we come back from a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. It's your boy Big Vern. We promote a new rap album this month. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Missionary. Get it in stores where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is going to be Foreplay. Shangri-La is crazy. That's a crazy record. Out of the Blue, that beat switch tempo, oh man, that's a genius. Hard Knocks, Gorgeous, Last Dance with Mary Jane, that's fire to me. Then there's Sticky Situation, oh my, there are so many cuts on here. If you enjoy real hip hop and music, then Snoop Dogg Missionary does not disappoint. Get it in stores now. Yeah, shout out to Snoop and Dre, still out here doing their thing. I love the album. Missionary's very good. So when we get back into UConn versus Gonzaga, UConn, they are a very fundamentally sound team. So is Gonzaga. Mark Few does a really good job getting his team prepared for not only the X's and O's of what the other team is going to do. They also look for weaknesses and things that they can exploit from the ball side strong of the court, also working from the edges and the wings out. So it's not so much of 4 out, 1 in, or 5 out, or any of these European different schemes. I like the way that Gonzaga plays. They play close to getting off the pick, getting into those pick and pops and those pick and rolls. I mean, it is really fun to watch. The Zags. On the other side of the coin, Dan Hurley equally has the UConn Huskies disciplined to stay within that same coaching skill set. And make no mistake, UConn is really a rough and rugged team. They play a real physical style of basketball. So it was great to see executed on both ends a really good game. Because when you had Gonzaga shooting 43% from the field and then UConn shooting 45% from the field, I knew I was going to be in for a great basketball game. Now, on the collegiate level, I don't know what it is about the shooting or people incorporating the shooting from the three-point arc. If I don't have shooters, I know you have to shoot a lot of them in this day and age to stay relevant. But if I don't have shooters like that, I'm not going to go ahead and draw that up because it just doesn't look right. And it slows the game down for the guys who are in rhythm shooting inside the arc and shooting that mid-range game. It slows it down. They don't get a chance. And sometimes when people take these threes, the center isn't even lined up to rebound, block out, and get the ball back into the hands of the point guard or to throw it out on the break in transition. So a lot of these threes that I'm seeing in these games, it just looked like it's in the flow and I got to feel it. I don't really have to think about it. So it's like, wait. We still want to go ahead and think about this, you know. But like I said, that's just today's game as it stands. But Gonzaga had taking 16 threes and only making 6 of them. Dude, that's 18 points. That's 18 points. That's almost the same as me lighting it up, hitting 9 mid-range, punishing people from inside the arc. Could I get that same point production inside the paint? Can I get it inside the arc? If I can, then yeah, go for it. But I don't know where you go with not having a legitimate 3-point threat. And I know you got to take them, the shots. You can't complain at the threes that you miss because you won't take them. But also by that flip of the coin, if I don't have knockdown shooters to make these threes, what good is it taking them anyway? Because UConn drawed up 24 threes and they only made 5 of them. That was 15 points. Could I have gotten 7 more shots, quality shots inside the arc? You got to be thinking that from a coaching standpoint, even from a player standpoint. Look, man, I'm more effective inside the arc. I'd rather come off a screen, come off a pick, get to my spot, watch the defense cave and collapse on me and find the open man cutting to the rim. That's a better scenario than, I'm out of time. I'm going to go between my legs, behind my back, dance to the side, and then heave up a crazy 3-pointer. And then some people will even tell you, hey, that's a good shot. Bullshit. But when it comes to the basics on both of them, UConn shot really well from the free throw line, 85% from the free throw line. Mark Few and company shot really well from the free throw line, 78%. Again, this game was played really tight. Not only on the offensive rebound side of the field, but also on the defensive side of the field. The rebounding was legitimate. Inside the turnover margin, the war on the margins, UConn 7 turnovers, Gonzaga 10 turnovers. And I mean, there was just no give in this. And for all of the belly aching, Gonzaga 7-3. UConn is 8-3 right now in the first 11 games. They still have a lot of season left, and there's still a lot of season left in the Big Ten. However, when this thing is so tight at 40-43 at the half, I was just like, wow, this thing could go into overtime. And that was my thinking. And I was like, well, I got to get up in the morning. I got to get up in the morning. I got to go to church. I can't sit here and watch this game. But like I say, the fans really won. 77-71, a tightly contested game going down the stretch. Gonzaga just came up short, 31 points in the second half. You had UConn run off with 34 points, and that's the game. And that's the thinnest of threads right there. And if I'm UConn, I know now about my team that we can win close games. I know we can win close games with mental clarity. If I'm Gonzaga, hey, look, we can play physical. We just need to come up with a couple more plays, and we could have won this game. So, hey, look, I see it on both sides of the fence, and pretty much the fans won. Like I said, these games need to come on earlier, but the fans won last night. If you are in the UConn area and you're a fan of the team, do you like how the season is starting so far? Hit us up. This is Big Vern.